All right. Okay, everybody. This is William Powell, Inside Acting TV. And I have Mr. Johnny Alonso with me today.
How are you, man?
All right, man.
Good to see you again.
Wow, it's always good to be seen.
Always.
So I know in this film you play kind of a dark character. So talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I play. There's a dream sequence that takes place in this film, threaded through the entire movie.
Right.
And my character is a very dark, volatile guy.
Wow.
Yeah, my scene partner Erin O'Brien and I pulled it off. She's wonderful to work with. And I wish she was here, but she's in Los Angeles right now. So yeah, I'll be seeing her when I go back tomorrow. So, but my character is one that I really enjoy. Yeah, because I don't get. I play bad guys, but this guy was really bad. Really bad.
Wow, it was amazing how you did so much with this body language. You didn't really have a lot of words. It was basically kind of a flashback type deal. Talk about that.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. We would actually talk before they said action. Yeah. So we would get the anger and the hatred and the meanness. So when they said action, we already had it instilled. So I think the entire dream sequence is the only person that really said anything was Erin. She had like one line, and she's like, "So what if I did?" And that just threw me off, man. I fell off the handle, and it was. Like I said, people. I don't want to give away too much. People will be very, very excited to see this. It's wrenching. It's very dark, and it's very cool. It's a psychological thriller. There's not a lot of blood. There really isn't. There's no gore. But psychologically, you think this could actually happen. You know?
Yeah, that's amazing. So talk a little bit about where you shot the film up in Philadelphia. I know Philadelphia is really blowing up right now.
Yeah, Philadelphia. We shot at Sun Center Studios. My stuff was done at the soundstage, and then all around the Philadelphia area. So we were up there for probably close to, I think, a total like 5 weeks. Yeah, on and off. I came back from LA. Yeah, a bunch of us were from Los Angeles. Originally from the East Coast, but we've all transported, and we flew in from LA. So it was something, man. It was something.
Wow, that's amazing. And let's talk about working with the director and his style.
Oh my God! Scott Hamilton's fantastic. He was. You knew that everything was good when he threw his hat down on the ground. you were always like, yeah, cross over. No. All right, never mind. But no. Usually when somebody throws their hat down their back, that was his way of saying I did it. So Scott was great. Nico was fantastic. Yeah. Nico was the first director on there. There was a collaboration involved in this, and then everybody's got a different style. But you know what? The stylists actually worked for this movie. Yeah.
Hamilton, how would you describe his style? Was it very cut and dried, like 1 or 2 takes, or did he take a slower, more rehearsal kind of approach?
It depended. Sometimes he'd be like, "We got it. Let's just do a safety." And then other times, like, "You're not even close. Let's do it a few times." But we were also pressed for time, and of course, when you only have X amount of funds for that day, you can't do 30 takes. Yeah. So we had to be also careful. But like I said, everybody worked with it, and everybody was so excited to be there that we were at power 10 from jump. We had no problems. So I think the most I ever did with Scott was maybe 4 or 5 takes. Just because there could have been a sound issue or a camera issue, but it was never really an acting issue. It was just, I wish that we could have done more because this film is amazing. The cast is great. You were there for the premiere, and you love the movie.
Yeah, I loved it.
It's great, man. It's great.
Yeah. And I know the fans are really excited about it. So if you had to put something on a billboard about this film, what would you put there? How would you describe it?
For this film?
Yeah.
It's tough. What Death Leaves Behind is a psychological thriller with a Hitchcock vibe. That'll take you on a roller coaster ride, man. That's it. That's it. But go and continue. No, thank you, man. Thank you very much. You got it, brother.
All right.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll bring on Mr. Folks, this is Mr. Chad Morton.
How are you, sir?
Yes, absolutely. So this is one of the wonderful brains behind the film. So talk about this premiere, how much it means
Oh, it means a tremendous amount to me. I mean, we've worked so hard for 2 years on this. I'm just so happy to finally bring it to the district. You know, we premiered in Philly, but we filmed here, and we also filmed in DC. So now we can bring this home to the district, and this is where it belongs.
Awesome, awesome. What's been some of the fan reaction?
It's been incredible. Most of the people can't believe that the story is true, but it's based on a true story. And literally, this was happening to this person. I was typing it up as it was happening, so it's had a real effect on me. It was someone really close to me who this is about. So I'm just really excited to finally bring this here to the big screen.
That's amazing. That's amazing because there are some real stories like this, and they're very, very scary. Have you had any personal experience with this type of story?
Well, only through the subject who happens to be my cousin. But when I did research, I would say maybe 5% of the people who get transplants, I would say this occurs, and it's just a phenomenon that leads you to the inevitable question, which is our title: what does death lead to?
Yeah. For the benefit of our viewers out there, one more time, what's the condition called?
Cellular memory theory.
Okay.
What is left in our cells when our spirit moves on?
Yeah.
That's a question we don't have the answer to.
Wow. And that's the thing about it, because it has a basis in reality. It's not like somebody just sat there and just dreamed up monsters.
I don't have that good of an imagination. This story, it captivated me. I stayed up many, many nights with the subject, writing this as it happened, or right after it happened. And it was just incredible. I'm sorry he had to go through it, but we wanted to bring this to the screen because there's other people who go through this as well, and this might bring them some comfort.
Wow. Quickly talk about other films you've got coming down the pipe.
Well, we got some big projects coming up. Bounty's one of our big ones. Marlon Freeman is on the team. That's his baby, and we're going to follow that. And None the Awakening is on the way. It's got a huge budget. All I can say right now is check out www.nonetheawakening.com.
Awesome. You heard it here first, folks. Okay, Chad. Well, thanks for being on the show. Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, all right, folks. It's William Powell, Inside Acting TV. We have Christopher Mann here, one of the stars of the film.
Good to see you. Oh, man. Got to come promote, man. You know what I mean? I like the movie. I want everybody else to like it, too.
Right, yes, sir. So you play actually a pivotal role. So talk about your debut.
I play Henry Warren, who is the uncle of the character who gets the kidney transplant. So, for me, it's just an emotional roller coaster watching my nephew go through all these changes and trying to figure out what's going on with him, and even cover up for him sometimes when I think, people thinking different things about him. I don't want him to feel bad about my nephew. You know what I mean? So but it's a journey, man. And the funny thing is that this whole cellular theory issue is actually something that's real. It's not just a story that's just made out of nowhere. I mean, there's been documentation of people who've had transplants and had different visions of things that happen to them because of it. So,
Wow. I guess in doing the research, I mean, what are some of the more out there stories that you've heard about this?
It's funny you say it. Somebody told me that there was a story about a woman who actually solved a murder because of memories that she was having, and this is a true story. I mean, she was having the visions and could actually pinpoint the actual person who committed the murder and everything.
Wow.
Wow.
That's amazing. Wow. So in marketing this film out there to the fans, what are some ways that you would describe it?
It's a psychological thriller. I mean, it's not a blood and guts movie. It's a movie that'll make you think, make you reflect on your life, or even just some people that you may have met in the past. There's something strange about them. You go, I wonder if they had a transplant. You know what I mean? It's one of those movies that just makes you think.
Wow. Somebody has an attitude or something, or they fighting demons. Like you wonder what's wrong.
You'd be like, that's not the same buddy I knew back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know, man. So that could happen.
Not to give away too much, but I know the main character does have an arc. He does have that arc. He's one way, and he's another way.
And he starts to change. Exactly. Yeah. So we don't want to say what happened, but yeah, he starts to change. There's a change happening in this movie.
There you go. Talk about when you first saw that script. What's some of the things that attracted you to the story?
Well, I just thought it was a well-written story. I just thought it was intriguing. You know, the whole concept behind it. And, you know, it kind of reminded me of like, the Twilight Zone. Like, you know, it was one of those kind of, you know, Twilight Zone kind of thing. You know what I mean? From back in the day, if you're old enough to know the Twilight Zone.
Yeah. For you young folks, like Black Mirror and those kind of shows.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Let's get everybody in the conversation. You're absolutely right.
Right. That's good. That's right. And so what are some of the projects you're involved in now?
I just got finished shooting a little spot on Creed 2. Yeah, just got finished working on that. And another indie is actually with Tika Sumter and Tate Donna. It's called The Nomads. It's another true story. It's a true story. So I'm looking for that to come out. And I also worked on another one called Loose. Back in November with it has Octavia Spencer, Tim Roth, Naomi Watts, and Calvin Harrison Jr. It's gonna be an excellent piece, man.
That's a dynamite cast. It's a dynamite cast.
So I've been fortunate, man. I've been a nice little run. I want to keep it rolling. You know? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then once we get this one out,
yes. All right, guys. Right. There you go.
I love it.
Okay, Chris. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, folks. We've got Mr. Lion Beckwith on the Inside Acting TV show, and we're here at the premiere of What Death Leaves Behind. Okay, Lion, so what have you heard about the film?
I've heard a lot of great things about the film. I heard it's like kind of Alfred Hitchcocky, like type of things, drama, suspense, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I heard it was also scary, so I'm a big horror movie fan. So if you can scare me, it's already a good movie. And I mean, as long as I'm not scared easily. Now, if child support comes into it, then I'll be terrified. But outside of that, I'm hard to scare.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I mean, I've seen the film actually, and like you say, it is scary, but it's more of a psychological kind of horror film. Yeah, so talk about some of the horror films you've been in.
Oh man, I did Diary of a Killer. I haven't done a lot of horror films. You would think with this face, the scary face, I would have, but I actually haven't. I've played a lot of bad guys, and I've killed a lot of people, named a few, raped a couple, but I haven't been in a lot of horror movies. I think that's one of my goals now. I think I'm gonna try to shoot for some horror movies now. I think I don't even need any makeup. I think I'm gonna be good on
Yeah, because I know a lot of actors, they worry about being like typecast and all this thing. But
I absolutely embrace it. I'm the best bad guy money can buy, dude. Yeah, by all means, if you, especially in the DMV area, anytime you think of a bad guy, or anyone says they need a bad guy, Lion Beckwith is the name that usually pops up. And I take that as a blessing and a compliment. So I embrace it.
There you go. And you also told me that you kind of had a goal of being the guy that the hero beats up, but then like sometimes in life you know it's like life takes you another way and it goes even higher. So talk about that. Talk about some of the opportunities you've been getting lately.
So when I first started, I always played the bad guy right off the bat. But because a lot of people started to get to know my personality, and actually started to see that I had range in acting, I was able to play other roles. I actually played some comedic roles. I played in about 4 or 5 comedies now. Let's see. I have a new role coming up where I'm actually a software designer for a video game company, and I'm confined to a wheelchair. I'm handicapped, so I'm loving that role because it definitely shows range and diversity. So that's in my acting career. That's something that I yearn for and embrace, because I want people to know that I don't only have to play a bad guy. I can play anything that you give to me. I've actually even played a scientist in Lost in Indie Mix. So yeah, I'm happy that these different opportunities from people getting either to know my personality or seeing my range in acting has come my way, and it's getting bigger and bigger. So I'm happy and blessed about it.
You know, I think that Hollywood has changed because, you know, the old school shoot 'em up movies and these things with Schwarzenegger and Stallone, I think we've moved away from that. Because you look at The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and a lot of his roles, it is kind of against type. He's sort of more comedic. I think you do see a change in the industry now.
You know, I think a lot of that has to do with the actors as well. I mean, we're trying to strive for more original content because unfortunately we have so much of the remakes and the reboots and the prequels and things like that. So now what happens is when you start to tap into the actor's ability, then you can actually see something new and get something original. So when you take a person like The Rock, instead of back in the day when he would be the thug, the bouncer, the debt collector guy or whatever like that, now when you tap into his personality, you see that he actually is a funny guy, charismatic guy. Let's also start putting him in these different roles. Now you have a whole different movie altogether. Which also is something that we crave is originality. So, yeah.
Exactly. Comedy is big right now. Like you say, I mean, The Rock can play with like a Kevin Hart or something like that. You see, you got kind of a Abbott and Costello. They can kind of play off each other. Fantastic. What advice would you give for young actors?
One, stay hungry and stay humble. The thing of it is nowadays it's not about the diva anymore. You know, directors don't have to put up with the diva anymore. You know, they can just get another actor. So the thing is stay humble, stay hungry. If you have downtime, all actors have downtime. Okay, do not let this bring you down. Don't get depressed from it. These are times where you better yourself. You have to bring your stock up. Okay, so when I have downtime, what did I do? I started learning stunt training. I started learning weapons, guns, things like that. I knew my character, the type of look that I had, that I would be doing that. I'm actually doing a movie now where I'm firing guns. I learn weapon training. So bring up your stock. You know, if you have downtime, write something, learn something. You know, better yourself. You know, and then when you're in front of the screen, it makes it easier for a casting director to pick you over the next guy. So that's one thing. Be sure that stay humble, stay hungry, stay better in yourself.
All about being prepared. Just stay prepared, folks. Okay, Lion, it was great. Fantastic. Yes. Okay. Thanks a lot. Yes. All right. Folks, again, this is William Powell Inside Acting TV. We have Steve Ray and
Deborah Zini.
Okay.
I know it's a mouthful.
Okay.
It's spelled just like it sounds.
Okay. Fantastic, fantastic. So these two wonderful people here were in what definitely is behind a fantastic film. It has Hitchcockian kind of themes to it. So Steve, talk about your role.
We actually do what you're doing right now. I play the news anchor Alex Wells, who helps to tie the story together. Throughout the film, you'll see news reports, and in the field, Sonia plays the reporter that I interact with. So it builds a real news-based narrative because this is based on a true-life series of events. You know, where real organ donors and the people who receive their organs get past life experiences and memories from those transplants. And it's a very chilling observation, but it's, again, true stories.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yes, I'm talking about your role.
My role was fun. I kind of sort of Steve's sidekick in a way, and the sidekick to the film, bringing the elements kind of together and telling the story story. We're like the storytellers, but we're the anchor and the reporter, so that the audience understands a little bit more as to what is going on and what isn't going on, or what they might not know is going on.
Shot it one day at a green screen location and then cut in. September 22nd, we both got the call. They brought the crew down. They decided after screenings that they needed some thread to tie it together, and this was a great way to do it. I really applaud Rachel for having the courage.
And they did. They did.
The courage to really, after screenings, to say, you know what, we can still tweak this and make it even better than it already is.
So I was actually down in Georgetown. Okay. I was along the Potomac. So little do we know the Potomac is actually featured in the film. Yeah, our rules.
By the way, they're opening the doors now. We're going to sneak in. We'll see you on the inside. And this time, like in Philly, don't steal my popcorn and Twizzlers, all right? What's the matter with you?
I'll be a good boy this time. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Sonia. Yes. All right. Let's see if we can get Darren over here. All right, brother. How are you? Okay. All right. So thanks for coming on the Inside Acting TV show. So you own a clothing line. So talk about that.
Right. My clothing line is Darren Scott's Paragon. We're rocker, men and women. We have a lot of celebrity support right now. A lot of rock bands. You pick a rock band, they have my shirts. So it's really nice.
Fantastic. So have you done much with like product placement and like having your outfits like the movies and things like that?
Thanks to Johnny, quite a few, because he rocks it everywhere. Steve Stevens of Billy Idol rocks my shirts, and you can see it at any rock show, I'm telling you.
We have a clothing line. A lot of it comes down to marketing, like a lot of businesses. So talk about some of your marketing gimmicks you've used over the years.
So the biggest marketing that I did was the Last Supper in Baltimore, Maryland. So because Paragon is a model of excellence, and there's only been one perfect person to ever walk this earth, you know. So I thought, well, hey, I have Paragon girls. I have a crew of Paragon girls, the baddest girls on the planet, and I thought that we would do a Last Supper picture. And we did a photo shoot there. We went on 98 Rock in Baltimore. Wow. And it's huge. And it blew up. And from ever since then, it's like the Paragon girls are bigger than Paragon. So, and, you know, happy to say that we're working with the development. We have a development deal with a major network.
Nice.
And so soon you'll be able to see the Paragon girls.
Awesome. That's a great name, Paragon, because I think of Paragon of virtue.
Right.
It's fantastic. Darren, thank you so much. Absolutely.
Have a good day.
Okay. Right there. Okay.
Nice to see you.
Fantastic. So, Peter, what have you heard about the film?
Well, I know it's a good film because my man Johnny Alonso is in it, okay? And I know it's a thriller and dark and suspenseful, so we're looking forward to it very much.
Very good. And so you're an actor?
So actually I'm a producer and a director. We just did a film with Johnny starring in. It's called The Clean Job. Iggy steps up and he plays Iggy. He's part of a mob family. And there's a baby involved. And there is a lot of comedic value to the film. So it's a funny mob film. Let's put it that way. Right. And it's a bit dark. I would say that my creative partner Jeff Sukup and I really wrote it together. And when we got Johnny involved, it just sort of went right up the scale. So we're excited about it.
Oh, wow.
He brings a lot of positive energy to the film, like I know he does tonight as well.
So being a director, I know that you're probably very critical of a lot of films you see out there. So what's your style as a director?
Say that again?
What's your style as a director?
What's my style as a director? You know, I try to let the story be the lead into how we direct something or how we produce a film. You know, because I think every film has its own flavor, and it it needs its own way of being told. So it's hard to call it a style, you know.
That's right.
It's got to be good style.
Also, in the industry, a good way to make money is horror films. And I know this is a kind of a psychological horror film. So what do you think about that? Is that something good?
Yeah, you know, it's really interesting. The horror film genre is something that I've always enjoyed, and you're right. I mean, it's a good way to people buy those films, and so we will likely be doing those more in the future as well. So we've done one short that was a horror film, and it was successful. Yeah, it's kind of cool and interesting.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So you're behind the camera. So any particular reason why you kind of stayed away from being in front of the camera?
Well, I've been in front of the camera, and I do act in my own films, but I try to take a smaller and smaller role each time. Because, you know, the directing is so engulfing, and, you know, you really got to be on top of things. So now I do more of a small role here or there, and I'll have a small role in The Clean Job, Iggy Steps Up. People probably won't recognize me because it'll be dark, and I'll be, you know, a little different characters. So.
Okay, Mr. Archie Williams, how are you, brother? All right, I'm good. That's good. Okay, come on. You're going to be on Inside Acting TV. We're on Inside Acting TV. I have my good friend Archie Williams. Okay, so Archie, what have you heard about the film?
Oh, I've heard great things about the film. It's like a tribute to Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah.
And it's got a lot of mystery. I'm excited to see it, just like everybody else. You know?
That's good. Yeah. So I know you're an actor, so talk about some of the things you've done.
Well, right now I'm working on a project called Hustle. Yeah, the series from Love Star Entertainment. And that'll be coming out 2019.
Hey, this is William Powell, Inside Acting TV. This is Mr. June DeGuizo. Step right in here, June. So what have you heard about the film?
This film, I haven't seen this movie yet. That's why I come out and check it out. I heard it's a really good movie. When, you know, Johnny Alonso, you can go wrong.
Right.
So I'm sure it's going to be good. I'm really excited to see this movie, and looking forward to see all the cast and meet with all these people in here.
That's right. June, I know you have the 10th anniversary of your film festival coming up. Talk about that.
January 26th to February 2nd, I'm going to run the 10th annual World Music Independent Film Festival. It's going to be held in the cruise ship. We're going to Costa Maya, Belize, Rota, and Honduras, and again back to Cozumel, Mexico. So I'm inviting a lot of people, from all the winners since 2010. And this is going to be a big one because this is going to be the 10th annual. So I hope you guys come out and be part of this.
Oh yeah, and just quickly talk about your websites so how filmmakers can like submit films.
Yes, right now we still have until July 6th to submit their film.
Yeah.
They can go to the website WMIFF.net or just type in WMIFF in social media, Facebook, and you'll be able to see it.
Okay, Jim, thanks for coming on the show. Thank you. Telling you to remember to do something for your career every single day and break a leg. Night.